Hola. Today we're going to talk about stem changing in the Preterite. Now, since this is the first time that you've done this flipped classroom idea, I just want to remind you that one of the benefits of this is that you can rewind, pause, and fast forward the video as you need until you understand the material well. So please do take advantage of that. Now, before we get started actually conjugating one of these verbs, I want to point out three differences that exist between stem changing in the present and in the Preterite. First off, only IR verbs stem change. So if you're looking at an AR or ER verb, you don't even have to think about stem changing. It's only IR verbs. Secondly, if you remember in the present tense, you would stem change in the boot, right? In the Preterite, you only stem change in these bottom two forms, in the el, ea, usted form, and in the ellos, ellas, ustedes form. And then third, in the present tense, there are 4 different stem changes. But in the Preterite, the same as with the gerunds, or the ing forms that we worked with earlier, there are only 2 different stem changes, and those are E to I and O to U. So we're going to get started with seguir, which means to follow. And you're going to conjugate this just like you would any other verb. You just have to remember to change that E to an I when it's appropriate. So the stem of this verb is S-E-G-U, and then the IR ending for the yo form would be an I with an accent mark. To form is the same thing. We have the stem and the ending is iste. This is the first form where we're going to have to stem change. So remember, the E is going to turn into an I. Okay, so you have that I there, and then you just add in the ending, which for this is I-O accent mark. Over here, nosotros, we are not stem changing. So we have our stem and the ending imos. Vosotros, again, we are not stem changing. So we have the stem and the ending. And then down here, again, we are stem changing. So we have S-I, G-U, and the ending ER. Okay? So this is a stem change in the Preterite. There is an explanation, more examples, and a list of verbs that stem change in the Preterite on page 178 of your textbook. So please use this example and the rest of the information in this video and page 178 in your textbook, and try to conjugate the verb on the worksheet that you are turning in for homework tonight. Once you're done conjugating that verb, please watch video 2 to check your answers. Hasta luego!